I'm Dan Loy, Extension Beef Specialist and Director of the Iowa Beef Center. Today we're going to talk a little bit about evaluation of silage quality. And there's a few factors that are important as producers start to look at what some of the key features in a lab analysis that might be important in terms of helping them make those decisions about how to use silages in a particular diet and what the value of those silages are in that particular diet. Really, there's about 4 important key factors that are involved with this. And that is the nutritional value of the silages and how they can be used from that standpoint to balance the feedstuffs with silages with other feedstuffs. Proper fermentation, what was the quality of that fermentation or the lack of quality and how that might be compensated for. And along with that, the effectiveness of proper storage and feed out. And then finally, nutritional value can put together with yield data to evaluate the economic value of different silages. So let's start with a few of the key items that might be included in a silage analysis. The first is dry matter. Dry matter is very important because it is a high moisture feedstuff and can vary. This can be done relatively frequently using simple tests like the microwave, or more accurately it can be mailed in along with the other nutritional analysis as well. The second part is chemical composition. And with chemical composition, a lot of what we're doing there is evaluating the fiber profile and the carbohydrate profile in an effort to estimate the energy value of the silage. And so that fiber is really related in a couple different ways. We have the neutral detergent fiber, which is all of the cell walls in the plant itself. And that's related to feed intake of the silage. The second part is the acid detergent fiber, and that's the fiber that's not soluble in an acid detergent, and that is a correlation to the energy value. So a lot of times the energy then is estimated based on the acid detergent fiber. So energy values are then calculated from that, or also it can be measured through a process called in vitro digestibility. And that's just basically taking the feed, putting it in a laboratory where it's digested with rumen fluid from an actual animal. The fermentation profiles look at how well the fermentation process happened. And one of the key factors there is the pH. If we'd like to see that pH around 4, we'd like to see a good production of lactic acid and less production of acids like acetic and butyric. And if we can get that combination, usually we have a good fermentation and a good quality silage. This is indicative not only of nutritional value, but also in terms of minimizing storage losses. Finally, anti-quality factors would include yield and mold count, or yeast and mold counts, which by themselves may not be harmful, but may contribute to mycotoxins. And one of the really major negative issues is listeria, which can happen with improperly fermented silage. For finishing cattle, we like to look at silage as a roughage source. So particle size becomes important. We can evaluate particle size using a particle separator and evaluate that. So what's important to evaluate, just to summarize? Fermentation quality is important for all classes of cattle. For growing cattle, we're looking at energy content, maybe estimated from fiber or from in vitro digestibility, also protein quality and other factors that contribute to feed efficiency. For finishing cattle, we also need to look at particle size and its effectiveness. So a sample preparation is important. We like to make sure that it because it can be degraded en route, that it gets a short trip to the laboratory. So be sure and follow the instructions for getting that feed to the laboratory that they will provide to you. And then I want to let everyone know that we do have a tool that's now available from the Beef Center website. You can see the URL here where it can be downloaded to help evaluate different types of silages. And for other questions, contact us at the Iowa Beef Center or the University of Nebraska, and we'll be happy to help you.